Hello friends and welcome back to another episode of me hiring an index stylist to style outfits for me using clothes I already have in my wardrobe. And yes, of course, our lovely assistant Ollie is back to help us out. If you're new here, I'll leave a link in the cards above to a playlist because we've been doing this for like the last 4 months, I think, and we've just been having the best time. I did start out this series with the intention of providing like an honest, detailed review, which I think particularly the first episode was. And while I will continue to be as honest with you as I possibly can, at this point, I think you and I both know that I'm a fan. I'm a fan of both this service and my stylist Ray. I've been working with Ray from the very beginning, and I feel like by this point we've built some rapport. I feel like she really knows me and my style. Of course, she's provided me with some outfits that haven't really quite been to my taste or haven't quite worked in the way that maybe she intended. But I mean, that just kind of happens when you're taking some risks and trying something new. And I do feel like I learnt something from almost every single one of these. But of course, we can't neglect to mention how many incredible outfits Ray has provided me too. I've certainly liked and loved the majority of the outfits that Ray has provided. So many amazing outfits that have since become regulars in my rotation, and I am hoping for even more of those in this video. Now, last month we did switch things up a little bit. This month though, we're taking it back to regular scheduling, and I haven't provided Ray with any particular items or any parameters. We're just going to leave it open for Ray to work her magic, and I just can't wait to see what combinations that she comes up with that are already in my closet waiting to be discovered that I don't even know are there yet. So without further ado, let's try on some outfits. I'm always so excited to start filming the outfits for these videos, and we're off. We're off to a flying start. One thing I will say is that this is an outfit I have thought to put together, but I never actually got around to it because of like the weather and I didn't have the occasion. But I am not disappointed whatsoever that Ray has finally like forced me to actually wear this because it's adorable. We already know how much I love kind of like a limey, bright green with a light blue. It's a tried and true favorite. And to top it off, everything I'm wearing except for the shoes is secondhand. I don't know that I have a lot more to say about this other than the fact that it's just perfection. Like, no critiques, nothing. I mean, like, this would be cute without the jacket. Should we look at it without the jacket just quickly? Like, obviously we lose that fun green, but like, this is cute too. I've worn this before too. Yeah, I really don't know that I have all that much to say. I think this beautiful dress, I mean, can make anything almost look pretty great, but you combine it with a lovely green like that jacket. Like, this jacket has just been such a solid one for me, and this is just another example of why. The color's perfection. I love this outfit. Thank you, Ray. What a great start. I'll see you tomorrow with outfit number 2. Okay, so outfit number 2, and do I even need to tell you how much I like this? The base of this is another outfit that I have considered wearing before. I just hadn't gotten around to it. I think at this point Ray has gotten to know me very well, as evidenced by the last 2 outfits. So the new items that we have here, I say new, I've had them for years, are my shoes. These are the Rolly City Derby Punch. I think I said that in the right order, in tan, and I love them. I've had them for years. And then this shacket from Lucy and Yak also has been a staple for me for, I think, like 6 years, maybe 7. Everything else though is secondhand. These pants, we saw them in the last video. Ray's a big fan, don't blame her, as am I. I got these secondhand from the consignment store Mutual Muse with some credit from stuff that I'd sold to them previously, which is great. I love that. This bag was also from a local consignment store that is now closed down, unfortunately. Oh, and then the t-shirt. This isn't secondhand. This was new originally as well. I think this must have been from 2020 because it was the Cure kind of 40th anniversary for Boys Don't Cry. Actually, it is kind of warm, so I'm going to take off my jacket and we'll take a look at the shirt and the outfit without it. So here we go, my incredible Cure shirt. I love these shirts because obviously most of the Cure's merch is black, which I do have some of, but like, I was so thrilled when they came out with some colourful merch for the 40th anniversary a few years ago. I just felt like they made it for me, you know? I should have bought more because these are like going to start falling apart at some point. If you or anyone you know is ever selling these, the pink or the blue one, in like anything from an XL up, let me know. I will buy it from you. Anyway, yeah, this is just like so me, so comfortable. It's casual, like I've just got like a doctor's appointment today and then I'm going to do some filming. Like, this is perfect. I know I haven't really had all that much commentary to add to this outfit or our last one, but that's just because they're like perfect. They're things that I would put together, like no notes, right? I'm feeling so positive about our start to this video, and I will see you next week with what else Ray has in store for us. Welcome to week 2. What is this, outfit number 3? And interestingly enough, Ray has paired 2 items together that I just really haven't been wearing all that much lately. So good excuse to whip them out, I suppose. Obviously, we've got my rolly sneakers, my old ones that are starting to fall apart that I love. These pants, which I think Ray thought was a skirt, they're pants. These were originally from Gorman. They're cute, but the quality is not very good. So I think that's one of the reasons I don't wear them very often, is because like I feel like they're going to fall apart sometime soon. I do really like them though. I love how like wide leg they are, how flowy they are, and of course I love the colours. Ray has paired that with this Jericho Road top, which might look familiar. Last month I asked Ray to style this top, which is actually the same, just different colour. And so this is the pink version, which I do feel like I wear a bit more than the black one. I feel like I kind of know how to wear this one a bit more. I really like this pink on me. Having said that, it's still like a nice top that I don't wear as often as I do just like a casual t-shirt, you know? So again, nice to have it whipped out for me. And then Ray has paired that with my shiny blue Radical Yes bag. And this is the only secondhand item that we've got in this outfit today. And what do I think? Well, firstly, it's very comfortable, very flowy, very lightweight, like it feels good. I do really like this pink top with these pants. I don't know that I would have thought to do that, but I like it. I think normally with this top, I feel like I need to have some more structured pants, but like, why not? Why not just go flowy, head to toe? I like it. And obviously Ray has brought in the pink from the pants in both the shoes and the top, and then the blue from the pants in the bag. So it all does feel rather cohesive, and I really like the colours together. I really like this bright pink with the navy too. I think maybe the only element that I don't love is the shoes with this. Now that's not to say that I don't think they go with this or that I think they're horrible. I just don't know that I love them with this. I think like the top and everything looks really nice and clean, and then I've got these raggedy ass old sneakers. And I don't know, maybe also something about the colours. I'm not sure quite what it is. I just think I would probably go for a different shoe with this outfit. Maybe like my blue sandals could be cute, or even if we wanted to stick with sneakers, I think my pink Barbie sneakers would look better. Still keeping in line with the pink theme that we've got going on, but they're just a bit chunkier. And also I think they are leather all over, so they're a bit neater looking, and also they're not as old as these ones. I can see what Ray was going for though, like just trying to like cash down what would otherwise be kind of like a nice outfit. And actually the more I look at it, the more I do like these. So I don't know. I think that's my only kind of, not even critique, just my only thought that I'm really having is that I like this, but maybe I'd switch out the shoes. I'll see you tomorrow with outfit number 4. Okay, so Ray has prepared me for the weather today, which is apparently going to rain. It doesn't really look like it yet, but you never know in Melbourne. And she's got me wearing today my really beautiful raincoat. I had been wanting this raincoat for about 6 years. It wasn't cheap, but it was just beautiful, really quality, and obviously in a size that would fit me comfortably. So I saved up, and early last year I finally bought it for myself, and I don't know, I just feel like it's one of those things that I'll have forever. I love how long it is. Obviously, I love the colour. This colour is basically my version of black. It's my neutral. It's got a hood. It's lovely. And I do like how this looks overall. It does look quite cool. We got some fun colour kind of popping out, but I'm ready for when it buckets down. Probably. Obviously though, we're indoors and it hasn't started raining, so I'm going to take this off and we'll take a look at the rest of the outfit. Okay, here we go. And this is one of the few times I think that we have had an outfit not made of any secondhand items. Obviously I mentioned the raincoat is something I purchased new. I think about 12 months ago, it might have been a little bit more. The shoes were one of my 3 items that I purchased new in the second half of 2024. These Jericho Road pants were purchased like in a sample sale, but they were new. They're very lightweight. I'm wearing nude undies, but I feel like you can still see them. But anyway, and then we've got this bag, which my best friend Annie bought me for my birthday last year. So how are we feeling? Oh, I do like it. I wasn't sure at first about the bag now that we don't have the green of the raincoat, but like there is bits of green in the top, so it doesn't feel too out of place. I think the other thing I was hesitant about is like this is a very light kind of outfit, and like the pink and the orange are almost like the same. I don't know language for colours. Is it tone or value? I think it might be value. And that value is quite light. But I think between everything, now that we've got like the black shoes and obviously this t-shirt does have plenty of other colours in it too. And the bag, even though I wasn't entirely sure about the bag when I first put it on, I think I do like it. I really like this outfit, and I don't think I would normally pair these shoes with these pants just because, like I said, everything's so light, but because we do have the black in the t-shirt, I think it quite works, and obviously we've got the orange trim on the shoes too, so I don't know, everything feels cohesive without feeling matchy-matchy. Like it just feels like everything works together, flows together, and I'm really into it. So whether or not I end up needing my raincoat today, I'm going to feel so good in this outfit. Thank you so much, Ray. This month is going so well. I will see you next week for our next lot of outfits. Hello, Ali. What you doing? Do you mind if I show everybody outfit number 5? Is that okay with you? Oh, okay. Okay, that's good to know. Oh god, you're too cute, aren't you? Ollie wants to play, so we're going to have to make this quick. This is outfit number 5. And today Ray has gone for both a very simple outfit and a very warm tone outfit. I definitely am more of like a cool tones kind of person. All of my favourite colours to wear, greens, pinks, purples. And of those colours, I tend to prefer the cool versions of them. Obviously, I still am somebody who has some warm colours in my wardrobe. It's not very often I wear them all together. As far as new and secondhand, the sneakers I bought new, I think like 7 years ago. They're like my most worn sneakers. They're falling apart. The bag was given to me as a gift from my best friend for my birthday last year, so it's also new. The pants though, I got on Depop, I think. And this shirt I got years ago from Savers. And I have to tell you, when I first saw this come through on the app, I was like, I'm not going to like this. It's too warm tone, like there's not a lot going on. It's just not for me. And this is why I say if you're going to do this whole styling thing, you need to try the outfits on. Because now that I've got it on, I kind of like it. In fact, I do. I do like this. I think this looks really good. I'm not going to become a warm tone person. I'm not going to replace my wardrobe. But I think this looks great. And again, this is another situation where with these brown pants, for example, I would definitely be looking more for like purples or blues to go with them, because as you know, I really like that split complementary kind of colour palette. Here though, with browns and oranges, we're very much in the same family. So it's not something I would have put together, but like clearly I think it really works and I do really like it. I think it's cute. I do like the addition of the green. Obviously we've got pink and green in my sneakers. Also, I don't know if you can see, but like a little bit of like a rusty red at the back, which I think ties in with the shirt a little bit. But the pink and the green in the sneakers, we've got the green bag. I do like those choices as just bringing in a little bit of something else rather than just like head to toe browns and oranges. I don't know if I'd be into that as much. One other thing though that this outfit is definitely making me think about relates to this top. So this is a top that when I first got it from Savers, again, I'm talking like 5 years ago, I think, I did wear it as a top. But over the years, obviously the top got a bit older. It's definitely like not as nice and neat as it used to be. But also I got into baggier fits and cooler tones in general. I essentially relegated this to my kind of loungewear drawer because it's very stretchy, it's very comfortable, it's very soft. It's just not something that I always feel my best in. It's not the sort of top that like I go to when I'm trying to put a nice outfit together. And so the way that I think about this top is very similar to the way in which I think about this cardigan. And if you've been around watching these videos for the last few months, you will know all about this cardigan. This is a cardigan that I have. I mean, it's cool tone, so it checks that, but like it just doesn't fit me that great, but it's still comfortable, it's still soft, and it's nice to have as a loungewear layering option. And there have been a handful of times where Ray has styled this cardigan that I just like haven't loved because like I don't love this cardigan. And so I know a lot of the comments often tell me, well, like just remove it from your index then. Like why do you have it as an option for Ray? I want to allow Ray to potentially surprise me and allow me to see or invite me to see some of my clothes in new ways. And so if I had gone through my wardrobe and removed everything that I consider loungewear or that I don't entirely love, or even just like checked it so that Ray can't see it, Ray can't style it, but it's still like in the app for me, this would have been one of those tops that I would have done that with. 100%. This top would not have been an option for Ray to style today, which would have meant that I would never have had this moment of like, actually, I don't hate warm tones on me. I still do really like this fit and silhouette on me from time to time. And I would never have paired a single one of these items together. And I really like it. I really like it. So in kind of keeping those loungewear, not perfect, don't love items that I still want to keep in my index as an option for Ray, I was doing it because I hoped that I would have moments like this from time to time. Moments of getting to see these items in new ways and to imagine them in new ways and to hopefully get more wear out of them. I'm feeling reinvigorated and I cannot wait to see you tomorrow with outfit number 6. Forgive me friends, I've completely lost count of what outfit we're up to, but I suppose it doesn't really matter when the outfit is this cute, does it? It's pretty clear, at least to me, that Ray has smashed it once again. So what have we got going on? Every single item here is secondhand. I don't even need to run through them. Every single item, including the shoes. My most recent acquisition is this skirt. It's from a brand that I don't know how to pronounce, but their whole thing is that they have really adjustable clothing. Like this is made, I can't even explain it, but it basically fits like 2 to 4 different sizes, like a really big range of sizes. And so when I saw it on eBay, I had to pick it up. And I'm really glad that I did. It's so pretty. I do feel like this hat and bag combination is one that Ray has been opting for a little bit lately. But I get it. It works. I really like it. I was about to say that maybe I would change the shoes, but I think this works. I think I could just wear it with other shoes as well. I'm worried this is going to be a really quick video because I feel like I just don't have... I don't have a lot to like critique about any of these outfits. I suppose one thing this is making me excited for is I do also have some pants in a very similar colour, and I feel like, I don't know, maybe I would have, but what I'm thinking is I would really, really like to wear this shirt with those pants too. I think the other thing too is that this is just such a beautiful, beautiful skirt that it would be very easy to dress up, I think. So I love that Ray has gone for like a super, super casual look. Like I feel like she sees me birding in this. And to be very clear with you, so do I. I can absolutely see me birding in this on like a really hot day in particular. The skirt is linen too, which just perfection. I really, really love how Ray has a knack for helping me see in particular items that I have either deemed super casual or super dressy, and she just has a way of helping me switch those in my mind. Well, not switch them, but just open up the opportunities, you know? I really appreciate that. Also, I just feel like I want to keep swishing the skirt. Isn't it pretty? So yeah, I don't really know that I have a whole lot more to say. No notes. Perfection. I love it, Ray. And I will see you with our next outfit. Okay, day 7, and I don't know why my voice sounds like this, but I do feel like Ray has definitely gone a little rogue this time. Okay, I'm going to be so for real. When this outfit came through on the app, I saw it and was immediately like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. As much as I can appreciate like pattern clashing and kind of like maximalism on other people, it's just not something that I tend to gravitate towards. I'm sure you will have noticed that despite how much I like colour, I do like quite simple silhouettes and like not too many layers, not too much fussiness, and not too many patterns. I like patterns, but not a lot, not head to toe different patterns. And so I low-key didn't even want to try this on. Like that's how much I was like just sure I was going to hate it. Hate's a strong word, but... And yet I took my own advice. We're here to try it on. And I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I don't know whether I really see myself wearing this, but I am just surprised by how much I kind of like it. Do you know what I mean? Like even as simple as like the bag being blue, I was like, why are we adding another color in? And obviously the blue then helps to tie in the hat a little bit, but like I didn't understand the choice to go blue. But now that I have it on, it feels almost like these really sharp pinks and reds needed a bit of like a fresh burst of blue. I don't know, I'm feeling really quite conflicted and surprised, I suppose. And you know how I love to be surprised? Anyway, I suppose we should run through secondhand versus new. The shoes and this top were originally new. This, which is actually a dress underneath here, the hat and the bag were all secondhand. So a little bit of a mix today, and I just need to have another look. Is this growing on me more and more? It's a lot, and I really didn't think it was going to work, but Ray pulled it off. I don't know that there's a whole lot more to say about this. I just feel really quite surprised by how much I don't hate the pattern clashing and like how much is going on. I know pattern clashing is not to everybody's taste, and I know it's certainly out of my comfort zone, but I'd definitely love to hear what you think of this one. And I will see you tomorrow with our next outfit. We're back with the final outfit. Now, Ray did actually offer me a choice of shoes, which is always very nice of her. I opted for my leopard print derbies because I wanted a little bit more pattern happening, and because we really haven't worn them all that much, and I thought it would be fun. And I am happy with the choice, but it's nice to know that I have options. And I suppose I feel like it should be pretty obvious to you by now, but like, do I need to tell you how much I love this outfit? Like truly, this is just perfection. Like this is the kind of thing I want to be wearing most days. And also I feel like Ray may have cottoned on to the fact that lime green and blue is like just such a color combination that works for me. I mean, I think it's a pretty universally accepted great color combination, but it just so happens to be one of my favorites. Okay, new versus secondhand. I think the only new item in this outfit are the shoes. I've had them for years, I think 4 or 5 years, so they don't necessarily feel new to me, but I purchased them new. I love them so much. Everything else, the pants, the shirt, the top, the bag, secondhand. And I just love them. I love them all. I love them so much together. And you know, one thing that I sometimes complain about, or that isn't necessarily my favorite thing, is when we don't have a lot of pattern going on and everything feels very like block color. I think the fact, and I don't know how much this is coming across on camera, but these pants are a linen kind of like dual thread color mix. That didn't make sense. Basically, they're made of threads that are two slightly different colors. One's lighter, one's darker. So it is giving a little bit of like dynamic texture look. Not a pattern per se, but like just a little bit something other than a solid block color. And then obviously the shoes. The shoes are certainly helping us out in that regard too. Oh, and then the other thing I forgot. Ray did include a necklace, and often I neglect to switch out my necklaces for these try-ons. I just always wear the chain that I inherited from my grandmother a couple of years ago. I don't know how well you can see it. This I purchased new a couple of years ago. It's just a simple gold chain, and the pendant has a few colors in it, mostly like blues, pinks, and orangey, peachy colors. So again, just another small touch to kind of break up the blockiness, which is why I think this is working so well for me. Like, I don't just kind of like it, I love it. I love it. On top of that, it's just so comfortable. Like this is just like how I want to feel on a day-to-day basis, you know? I feel like yesterday Ray took a real risk, and today she's kind of returned to home and given me exactly what she knows that I want. So an absolutely incredible way to knock it out of the park and bring it home for our final outfit. But of course, you know me, I've got some thoughts. So let's sit down and have a chat. Truly, this month has just been so fun. Ray provided us with some really great outfits and also just some really thought-provoking outfits. If we're going to try and break this month down into cold, hard numbers, I would say that I loved 5 of the outfits that Ray made me. Like, I would wear these as is. I love them. I can see myself genuinely wearing these regularly. I felt really comfortable in them. I felt really good in them. I just really liked everything about them. Which leaves us with 3 outfits, none of which I hated or like just outright didn't want to wear. This one was a little outside of my comfort zone just in terms of like how flowy and billowy it was head to toe. Just slightly outside of my comfort zone, not necessarily the thing that I would think to reach for, but I'm really glad that Ray suggested it and got us trying it on. Then of course, probably the outfit that got me thinking the most was our like brown warm tone outfit, which I think we will talk a little bit more about in just a second. But obviously the third outfit that I was going to say a little outside of my comfort zone, a long way outside of my comfort zone, was this one. And I think it's just one of those things that feels so far out of like how I normally dress, how I normally see myself, that even though I didn't hate it, like I really thought I was going to. In fact, I kind of liked it. I don't know if it's something that maybe I need to play around with a little bit more. Like maybe I could get into pattern clashing, but also I think, you know, sometimes there's things that you can like and appreciate without necessarily feeling like you need to incorporate into your own personal style, you know? And so while I do feel very surprised by how much I liked trying this on, I'm still not sure like which camp this fits in for me. Overall, I think Ray just did a great job, an incredible job. I mean, Ray does a great job every month, but I just had a lot of fun this month in particular. Okay, now let's circle back to this outfit and some of the things that it got me thinking about. Obviously, we did speak a little bit about how I don't want to remove items that I don't necessarily think of as like styling items, that I don't necessarily love from my index entirely, or even just from like Ray, like hiding them from Ray, which is something you can do. You can kind of say you don't want something styled. I can tell from the comments that sometimes there are items that, you know, I'm not particularly loving and I'm trying to explain why. And for you, it's just kind of frustrating because you're like, why do you even have it in the app then? Why have you got it as an option for Ray to style? But like I said, I really genuinely wanted everything in my wardrobe to be up for Ray to style. And I think obviously this outfit, and in particular this top, was a great example of why. But I also just wanted to talk a little bit more about, I suppose, my goals for this whole thing. And we haven't really spoken about it all that much, at least not explicitly. And I think in part that is because I didn't even really like know consciously maybe exactly what my goals were going into this. And maybe also they have like morphed a little bit over the 5 months that we've been doing this. And I suppose when I open up this app every weekend to take a look at what Ray has on offer, my primary thing that I'm thinking about is not, do I like this? Do I hate it? And like, that's my like measure of success. And to be clear, that is one of the things that I am kind of hoping for. And I love it when it happens, but I don't think it's like the primary reason I'm doing this. Instead, the primary reason, like the true core one reason that I'm doing this whole thing is because I want to be invited to see my items in new ways. Even though it might mean that I don't necessarily love an outfit, I appreciate when Ray singles out an item that I'm just not wearing and she forces me to try it on. And on camera, I have to verbalize why it's not working, because that helps me get clearer about what I have in my wardrobe and why. It also helps me get clearer on my own personal style, what I do and don't like and why. And like we discovered with this outfit, and I think like we've discovered with plenty of outfits, as fun as it is to get an outfit that you just love and that you're excited to wear, it's often the ones that don't quite work, or that aren't necessarily your favorite, or that you wouldn't have thought of, that teach you so much more. And certainly there have been some items that literally through Ray's styling them, I have had to confront the fact that they're just not right for me. I don't see that as a failure. I don't see that as a waste of money. I see that as like actively helpful, as actively useful in helping me figure this out. So I suppose at the end of the day, there are lots of different goals that you can hope to achieve through a service like this. And there's lots of different things that you can gain and learn. And depending on where you're at and what you want, you might be looking for something different out of this styling service. But for me, it very much is getting to know my wardrobe as a whole and like trying to make items work in new ways so that I have lots more options and so that essentially I feel a sense of like abundance and opportunity in the wardrobe that I already own. Like to me, in my brain, Ray's role and the thing that I'm paying her to do, I mean, maybe she feels a little bit differently, but to me, Ray's job in this whole process is to give me options. It's not to just copy and paste the stuff that I'm already wearing in the exact same way. It's to kind of like nudge the edges of my little box that I'm in, not to force me to bust them open, but to kind of like help me be like, oh, is this an edge that I do want to push out a little bit? Or is this a hard line for me? Okay, let's try the other edge. And so for me at least, and this might sound a little bit corny, but when I see a new outfit come in from Ray, I'm not just thinking of it as an outfit. In my mind, yes, I'm getting an outfit, but like that's like step one, like that's the surface level kind of thing that's going on. Behind all of that, and more importantly, I am getting a whole host of questions from Ray. Not literally, she's not typing these out, but like I'm essentially being asked by Ray, I think, implicitly through this whole process, like, how is this working for you? Why isn't it working for you? Yes, the individual items, but also how they're all coming together. What feels good about this? What doesn't feel so good about this? I feel like that is the space that Ray and I are playing in together. And I have just found Ray to be so good at balancing all of that, like giving me enough of things that I might not have thought of, but are definitely like within my box or very, very nearly within it. Maybe just like nudging up against the edge of comfortability for me. And then occasionally she'll throw in something that is like quite outside of the box. And in those cases, she's asking me some really big questions. And sometimes it's a huge win in terms of like the outfit itself. But sometimes it's a huge win in terms of like me learning more about myself and my wardrobe. And both things are valuable. I want both of those to happen in these videos. It's just genuinely one of the reasons that I love this service so much. And I really, really love working with Ray. I think next month though, I am going to do what we did last month. I'm going to submit some items to Ray to see if she can help me out with them. So if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe and stick around, and I will see you again next week with maybe a bookish video. I don't know. I don't know what's coming up on the schedule. Sometimes we chat about clothes, sometimes we chat about books. It's a little bit of a mix here on this channel, and I hope you're having fun. I hope you enjoyed hanging out. A big thank you as always to my lovely patrons, and especially big thank you to Livia and Lynette Brown. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon. Until then, so much love. Bye.